Hey guys, it's Richard from Grafting Dragon Fruits. The day that I've been waiting for so long is finally here. My Ecuador Palora seedling is finally blooming, and if you guys been following me on my how to graft a dragon fruit seedling, this is the same seedling that I grafted about a year and a half ago, and it's finally flowering and it's gonna be blooming tonight. If you guys know about seedlings, they take about 4 to 7 years to successfully have fruit. And because I like the Ecuador Palora variety so much, when I first tasted it, I got hooked right away. They were just so sweet, and I've never tasted anything like it. So that really encouraged me to try to get the fruit as fast as I can. And what I did was I grafted the dragon fruit seedling onto a mature rootstock, and now I have my very own Ecuador Palora flower blooming right in front of my face. I'm so excited, you guys. I finally got to this point, and I've been waiting so long, wondering when this was gonna happen, and now here it is. So I'm gonna let you guys check out the beautiful Ecuador Palora flower and just show you guys how different it is from all of the other dragon fruit flowers. So if you guys look at the Ecuador Palora, here is the base of the dragon fruit, and this is where they're gonna have the fruit once I pollinate it. And if you guys look at this neck right here, they are just so long compared to the other varieties. And I have another flower right here another flower here for you guys to compare. You guys see how they don't really grow a neck. It's more of like a one flower connected to each other. This kind of just splits up, has this long neck, and then a beautiful big flower attached to it. So I thought that was very cool. So how I knew it was blooming was I started to see these petals. They're starting to release from each other, and the tips are starting to flare out, and I'm starting to see more of the petals inside kind of showing. So the white transparent part is what's telling me that they're gonna bloom. So super excited, can't wait to see this bloom tonight. The flowers are very big, and then I'm gonna be testing this for self-fertility once they open, because this is a seedling, a variation of the Ecuador Palora, so it's not exactly like the parent, but hoping it's something similar. So as the flower starts to open and then gets a little bigger, I'm going to be showing you guys progress of that until the flower actually fully blooms. So we're going to come back and check this out in the next couple hours. Hey guys, so it's been about 2.5, 3 hours, and the Ecuador Palora is still blooming. It's not quite there yet. We won't be expecting this to be fully bloomed until later tonight when the sun probably gets down. But if you look inside the petals, I can already see the stigma, and it's peeping right there, right behind the petals. So super excited to see all this unravel, and we get to see the full bloom. And also guys, the cool thing was when I was checking out this flower again, I realized that there was an additional 2 more Ecuador Palora flowers blooming right behind there. So I'm so excited, super stoked to see it fully open. So we're gonna go ahead and keep on monitoring this, and as it gets bigger and more starts to show, we'll go ahead and put it right here. So see you guys in a couple hours. Hey guys, it's about 6:30 now, so about 1.5 hours has passed so far, and this is the progress that the Ecuador Palora has been making. As you can see, the petals are starting to separate, and you can see the stigma popping out, and it just looks so cool with all of that color around it, the white petals, and you see a lime green stigma right there. Wow, you guys, so still waiting for it to fully open. Here is the progress that we have right now, and can't wait to see it open a little bit more in a couple hours. So I'll see you guys back in a few, okay? Hey guys, so an hour has passed by. It's now 7:30. It's getting a little dark, so I decided to get one last shot of the Ecuador Palora flower before it gets really dark, and I have to bring out some lights just to see. So here is the progress that the Ecuador Palora has been making. The flower is slowly opening, and now the stigma is really standing out. It really reminds me of a sea anemone, something that Finding Nemo kind of lives in. Looks so cool. I could not stop staring at it, and the more I look at it, the more it just kind of looks like it's moving to me, but I know it's not. I'm just probably seeing things, but this flower looks so amazing. We're getting really close to full bloom. Once it fully blooms, I'm going to be going ahead doing a hand pollination with its own pollen. So what I'll be doing is I'll be collecting all of that pollen in there in a bowl, pollinating on that stigma, And if my fruit sets, then that will prove to me that it is self-fertile. Right, so we'll be back once it kind of opens and give us more progress. The time has finally came and the Ecuador Palora flower is finally full bloom. So you guys come check it out. Here it is, the Ecuador in full bloom. And I just love how the petals are so yellow, making the flower in there look very yellow with all those streaks. And the stigma looks very lime green, like an anemone, like Nemo living in there. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and pollinate this flower with its own pollen to see if it's self-fertile. So what I'm gonna do is take my bowl, gonna stick it under all of that, just kind of bend it. I'm gonna use the back of the stick of this brush and just go ahead and gently hit all of that pollen sac to pop them and have them drop inside my silver stainless bowl. So after collecting an adequate amount of pollen, which I have a good amount in there, I'm gonna go ahead now take my brush and now pollinate the stigma. So I'm doing a self-fertility test with this. So that means I'm gonna have to tie a bag around this to make sure that no bees or any other insects contaminate this stigma with other pollen if they do come by. So once I pollinate this, I'm gonna go get a net, tie this flower so no bugs can interfere with my little data research here. So that's it, you guys. I have 2 more Palora back there that I gotta pollinate. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. Call it a night. It was a fun journey to watch the Ecuador Palora finally first bloom in front of my face, and it just smells so good. I'm so happy to finally witness this beautiful flower with my own eyes. Have a good night, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you guys have any questions, put it in the comments below. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that way you guys won't miss a single thing. Have a wonderful night now. Bye, guys.